Hey traders, it's David Frost, LazyGapTrader.com. In this video, we're going to be talking about gap trading, specifically morning gap trades. In my course at LazyGapTrader.com, I teach two gap trading strategies. One is the morning gap trades, which we're going to talk about in depth today, and the second is the gap fill strategy, which is a secondary gap trading strategy that also enables us to line our pockets with profits. Both these strategies are taught, which happen to be the single best day trading strategies available in the market today, gap trading. All right, let's talk about the morning gap trades. So this morning, I put out 5 potential gap trades to members. What I mean by this is I have a service, in addition to the course, it's optional, where traders can get my gap trade levels each and every day. I give a 2-week trial to this service to see if you like it. It's a no harm, no foul. What I do is I give anywhere from 1 to sometimes 6, 7, maybe even 8 potential gap trades early in the morning before the market opens. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the list of possible trades that I gave out this morning, and then we'll go see what happened with those trades afterwards. So this is the actual email that went out. The first trade was CenturyLink. We had TripAdvisor, Tesla Motors, Continental Resources, and Cirrus Logic. What I do is I give what's happening in the stock, gap higher or lower, support levels or resistance levels, and I give sometimes 1, 2, or even 3 potential levels. They could amount to 2 or 3 trades, or they could just amount to a level that's hit at some point throughout the day, and these should be good support and resistance levels. And then I also give stop and profit targets for all the trades. So what we had today was CenturyLink was the first one, and that was a no trade. It just didn't hit the level. No harm, no foul. It became a no trade. The second one was TripAdvisor. We're going to talk about this one in depth. It took a wild ride, enormous profit today on TripAdvisor, one of the bigger winners in a while. The third one was Tesla Motors, no trade, and the fourth one was Continental Resources, and Continental Resources was actually a loss for 35 cents. That's trading. We do have a 79% win rate overall. However, this was one of those in the 21% category of a loss, but we keep them small. It's a minor loss, 35-cent loss, no big deal. And Cirrus Logic was a miss of the level twice. In the morning, it missed by 10 cents. Meaning the stock almost got to the level and it bounced within 10 cents of the level, so that was also a no trade. And it also came back in the afternoon, came back down, and only missed by 5 cents. But what it does is it shows you the importance of these levels and how good and solid they are. They're not always going to hit precisely, but even when they miss by pennies sometimes. Sometimes they turn out to be heartbreakers. But nevertheless, the levels are very, very unique, very strong, and I teach you exactly how to get these levels in my course. What we're going to do right now is we're going to take a look at the 2 trades that actually triggered today, and we'll take a look at the loser first and save the best for last. So let's look at CLR. As you can see, here's a 5-minute chart. I gave a level today which was a resistance point of 38.07. The stock opened up and it really powered right through the resistance point and went too high, meaning that we were stopped out because we have a very defined stop loss discipline. And what happens is we were stopped out with a maximum loss of 35 cents. Even though the stock did come back down after the first candle, went up again, came back down, it's still booked as a loss. And that's okay. That's trading. You can't win 100% of the time. Anybody that does trade is aware of that fact. So it's booked as a loss. We lick our chops and we move on. So that being said, let's move on to TripAdvisor and let's look at a huge win today. Here's a 5-minute chart of TripAdvisor. We had a support level of $60.88. In the first 5 minutes of the day, the stock came down, made a low of $60.56, well within the recommended stop loss limitation, and the stock immediately powered higher. And you can see here within 5 minutes, so this was the first 5-minute candle, so 10, 20, 30. Within about 30 minutes of the stock triggering the entry point, made a high of $65.80. That, my friends, is a tremendous, tremendous winner. That's a maximum gain of $4.92 in less than a half hour. For those of you home gamers out there, that's an 8% gain in a half an hour. That's tremendous. Now I recognize that most likely nobody was able to get the absolute top tick of the entire trade. That's okay. What if you got $2.50? What if you got $3.50? What if you got $4? What if you got $1.50? In my course, I teach how to get the most out of trades like this. I teach how to pocket some profit once you're in the money and how to make this into a risk-free, emotionless trade where you can trail your stop behind the stock and get as much as you can out of it and let the market take you out rather than having to make a decision of where to sell the stock. This is the type of thing I teach in my course. I teach how to find these price levels, which is priceless, and then I also teach how to trade it. That's the value of LazyGapTrader.com. It's a total package. Come over to LazyGapTrader.com, learn how to do this for yourself. We don't have home runs like this each and every day, but when we do, they really, really pay off. Remember, we had a 35-cent loss today, dwarfed by an amazingly huge winning trade. That's the power of Lazy Gap Trader. I teach you how to get these levels. I teach you how to trade them. I teach you a whole new world inside the gap trading sphere. Gap trading is by far the single best and most profitable day trading strategy available in the market today. I'm David Frost. Come over to LazyGapTrader.com. Come see what I'm doing. Let me teach you how to do this for yourself. Thanks for tuning in, folks.